Tonight, we are going to play 31.
Murder school? It's now in session.
Yes, there certainly is a lot of action in this film, but it is redundant and turned me off. The killers are not all that spectacular, and this surprised me. I was not excited.
I wasn't excited either. I agree with you that the villains were not really set up into really interesting individual characters, but they were just kind of like, you know, targets in an arcade game.
Yeah.
31 is war. And war is hell.
In hell, everybody loves popcorn.
I hated this movie. Hated this movie. Hated it. Hated every simpering, stupid, vacant, audience-insulting moment of it.
The film does not work.
So what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the JEFFMAN316 Pop Culture Reporter channel. I'm your host, as always, JEFFMAN316. And yeah, as you saw from the intro, we're watching Rob Zombie's 31. Let me get this earpiece. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I got a new microphone. Doug helped me test it. So either way, Rob Zombie's 31. I'll read you the intro to this thing. This was what we were going to watch last week. And then the Super Bowl happened and it ran over so long that I decided I was going to, stay put. Doug says it sounds good. Cool. I know it picks up a lot of background noise. I tested it. So I'll make sure I can hit mute. But in 31, directed by Rob Zombie, 5 carnival workers are kidnapped and held hostage in an abandoned hellish compound where they are forced to participate in a violent game, the goal of which is to survive 12 hours against a gang of sadistic clowns. So basically a horror version of The Running Man. So just wanted to give a shout out to my man Rick. Said he couldn't watch tonight because he was not feeling well. So we send well wishes out to Rick. And Doug's already done that. And then Bizarro Supergirl makes a surprise appearance. Yeah, she commented on one of my videos. Sorry, I got a haircut, man. I'm a little itchy. That she didn't have school tomorrow because of President's Day, and she might stop by. So I'm a little stopped up, so if I seem a little hoarse, that's what it is. Let me get the banner going. So yeah, if anybody hits the door, this is JEFFMAN316 Live. Let's talk movies. Rob Zombie's 31. We're going to chat about it. We're going to chat about anything else pop culture related. We're going to watch along to it. Hit the like button as you're on the way in the door. You can send super chats and Cashapp. So if you want to support the channel, so I really appreciate. She's back. Yeah, appreciate you stopping by. So this movie, I was surprised it won the poll, but it's not that bad. I've watched it at least once. I think I watched it when I got my Steel book from Target. Malcolm McDowell stars in it. Richard Brake plays Doomhead. He's probably one of the most famous killers in this one. Jeff Daniel Phillips is in it, and he played Herman Munster. So Rob Zombie always gets all his friends together, and that also means Sherry Moon Zombie is in this movie. You got some old timers in it as well. Meg Foster comes by. Couple mainstays. There's a guy that was in Halloween, Lou Temple, that's in this thing. There's a Ginger Lynn plays Cherry Bomb, so she makes another appearance. We just saw her in the what was it? She's she's the one that Spalding is dreaming about sleeping with in that last one. So Doug said, I saw this at the Fathom event when it was in the theaters. I think I did too. But I think I watched it probably 2 years ago, whenever that Target exclusive Blu-ray Steelbook came out. I was surprised my store had it, so I picked it up. But either way, so if you're ready, Doug, let me get my headphones ready. Hopefully everybody's doing well this week. You got to work tomorrow, Doug? I'm actually off tomorrow, so let me get my headphones ready on this bad boy. Bluetooth. Says my AirPods are connected. Doug says ready as long as my Roku is connected. We're off to the races, boys and girls. Let's get this party going. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Yep, I got the old Lionsgate logo. Mine had yep, wind, rain, or shine. You're like the post office, right? You deliver the food then. Um Saban Films. So either way, this has got a good concept to it, and it's got a couple decent scenes in it, I remember, so it's not gonna be a total waste. Um I swear I don't even remember how the damn thing starts. Yeah, this was when they were going through some changes. I always liked the Lionsgate one where it was the key going into the hole and it turned it into the it was a lock. It would look like iron. Yeah, that was one of the reasons we have it. We have President's Day as one of our floating holidays because I do a lot of work where we mail stuff, and so the post office is closed tomorrow, which means it's weird. Post office is closed, but Amazon still had to deliver me something today on a Sunday. I ordered some steelbook sleeves, cases, whatever you want to call them. I've been getting so many steelbooks lately. Do you guys put your steelbooks in anything? Like I get some of these protector cases. I ordered them yesterday and they delivered them today. Or was it no, I ordered it Friday. That's Richard Brake's character right here at the beginning, right? Ooh. I mixed that drink a little bit strong, boys and girls. Richard Brake is weird, man. He plays a good bad guy. Look at this guy. Kind of like how the intro's in black and white. What if they made him do that? That's a lot of blood he's got on his face. You only have a few steel books. I wish I could say that. Like I said, I've got multiple steel books of the Rob Zombie movies. I've got 31 had a steel book from Target. You remember Richard Brake has been in a lot of movies. He was in Barbarian as the weirdo guy that lived in that house originally and then ended up being in the basement. He was the one that in Rob Zombie's, what was it, Halloween 2, when the ambulance wrecks, he saws Richard Brake's head off with the piece of glass. That was pretty cool. If anybody sees Peter Anthony pop up in the chat, sometimes he drops on. I've got to do him a solid, man. I've got to he's got a trailer out there, a teaser trailer for his movie he's trying to get released theatrically called Laugh. I need to do a watch long, whatever you call reaction video. Yeah, Doomhead. Does that sound like a threatening name? Doomhead. He can be good, unlike the Munsters. I wonder why he did this opening in black and white. It would have looked really good with him in that clown makeup with blood on him. So, how is school going, Bizarro? Who's the guy playing the preacher? Or the priest sitting there in front of him? 50 Cent skank. Who is that playing the priest? That's isn't that the guy that played yeah. Isn't that the guy who played grandpa in the Munsters movie? I didn't remember him being there. School's fine. Well, that's cool. Yeah, I didn't even recognize him with all that blood on him and in black and white. He was, you have to admit, he was the best part of the Munsters. That guy, that actor there, he did an excellent job. I've watched a lot of interviews with him. He's also a really good, he sounds like a really good guy. Tell me if you hear this popcorn too loud. Can you hear me eating it? Is anyone in the chat talking? I don't see anyone in the chat. I guess I need to refresh. Doug has posted some messages. There's 6 people in the house. Whoever's in the house, drop a comment and make sure you drop a like in there and let Bizarro Supergirl know who's here. Yes, what? Yes, you can hear me chewing. That was funny. He was like, everybody loves popcorn. What's up, Arturo? Appreciate you stopping by. Hope you're doing well. He beating the shit out of this guy. That's an axe. Sorry. I was thinking it was a sledgehammer at first. I forgot what he was hitting him with. I wonder when that Steelbook came out. I was telling them, Arturo, that the last time I watched this was when that Target Steelbook came out. It's probably been, has that been 2 years? Probably been at least 2 years since it came out. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. What'd you guys buy this week at the stores while we're waiting for this thing to start? I like it when he does this old movie style stuff. Home movies. And he always picks really good music. There's old Jeff Daniel Phillips, Mr. Herman Munster himself. Lawrence Hilton Jacobs. I recognize him. What was he in? There's old Meg Foster. Lawrence Hilton Jacobs. What else was he in? Anything good? Probably not. I don't recognize him in any of these movies. Nothing good, nothing mainstream that I see. Character actor, I guess. What does hell and popcorn have to do with anything? Yeah, that dude was weird anyway. The 31 Steelbook. Yeah. Was that a year? That was probably at least 2 years ago, right? That 31 Steelbook. That was the last time I watched this. Nice to see Jeff Daniels back as the caveman from Geico. I'm not going to try to grab that Steelbook. It's right over behind me. It's a pretty nice looking Steelbook. I know Doug was like, why didn't they release a 4K of this? I'm not sure I need a 4K of this. It's pretty grainy, man. And I guarantee they try to clean it up too much. It's kind of weird how he does this with the middle frame stopping like that. I like it. I don't remember seeing. I remember seeing I didn't see the commercial during the Super Bowl, but I watched it afterwards. Hey Doug, you gonna go see Madam Web? Man, I heard that movie's getting trashed by the reviews. I think I'm gonna skip that bad boy. What'd you think of the Deadpool trailer? I can't wait for it. I think that movie's gonna be good. I think it's the perfect time. They're gonna end up tying it in perfectly with what was going on, like in Loki and everything. October 31, 1976. It's always the world's full of fucking morons, dude. They spoil it for the rest of us. Pretty sad. I watched what's his head? Cody Leach is somebody I trust. He shit all over it, but I don't just take that. I take that as a grain of salt. I listen to the reasons why. And basically the way the plot unfolds and the way the movie is laid out, I don't think I like it at all. So I'm probably going to skip that in theaters for sure. What I didn't like about Morbius is they promised that it was going to have some connections to the Spider-Man universe, and they literally cut it all out. Hey, handsome. Oh, you talking about yourself? You looking at yourself in the mirror? That's the movie star Cody Tudor playing an appearance here tonight. Cheers to you, brother Cody. We're watching the great experience of 31. Last year, 17 people were killed in the parade. Yeah, I know. Herman Munster is crybaby over here. At least they got a few new people mixed in with some of the newcomers. I mean, with some of his old timers. So, what you been up to, Cody? Was that a work trip you were on where you met Eva Marie? Yeah, his voice always does crack. And Meg Foster always looks like she's 80 years old. I like Jeff Daniel Phillips, but I mean, I just don't think he played a good Herman Munster. I've liked him in some of his other roles. Yeah, it was a work trip. So what was she doing there? Sherry Moon looks like a 70s girl. Yeah, well, this said, what year did this say this was? Was it 86? I can't even remember. She looks pretty good in this. It was a trade show and she was at the Monster booth. That's cool. I didn't hate her as much as most people did. I thought she tried. She was pretty good. Oh God, we got to see these two porking in the back. I just thought it was funny how it's kind of like Oh shit, that's a lot of woman. I like it how everybody the world, just because one person doesn't like somebody, they can that thing can like spin out of control. So I think once everybody started hating on Eva Marie online, and they just piled on her. I'm sure they could have found a creative. Um, if Triple H was involved, they could have found some better creative for her. Vince just wanted to show her tits all the time. Was it 76? For some reason, I thought it said 80. Yeah, it was 76 because I was thinking about how old I was back then. That I was actually alive. Yeah, she's got that 60s and 70s vibe to her. Like her, both of them kind of her and Rob Zombie do as far as their look and their fashion tastes. Oh my goodness! Wait a minute. Is the Netflix Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie ever going to get a legit Blu-ray release? I've seen some guy's channel. He bought a bootleg copy and it looks all right. Well, I've got a bootleg copy of it myself. It's got a regular cut and it's got a grindhouse cut where they put like a filter on it to make it look like it's from the 70s with grit and shit in it. It was pretty good. Now, I don't think most Netflix movies, if they produced it, I don't think they're going to get legit movie releases because they're having such a hard time getting. I don't think it's going to get physical media releases. Look at Stranger Things. We got the first two seasons, and you haven't gotten anything after that. So I think that's probably the only way you're going to get it. The Bob Marley movie was a little disappointing for me. Not enough singing, and can tell that he was lip syncing. To me, they should have got a. I'm in the middle of some ads right now. They should have gotten somebody who could legit sing the role, and I think it would have helped a lot better. I heard somebody else say the same thing. I don't really like to see those type of movies in the theater, so I'll probably wait for sure on that one. And I'm back. Did you guys have commercials? They should have hooked this in to the other movies. They should have had it where they drove up on Captain Spaulding's place. You didn't have to show inside or anything. Was Sid Haig dead when this was made? Yeah, I might would see that, not in the theater though. I don't know why the Barbarian movie won't get a release though. That movie would sell a lot, and it's been a while. I like that movie. The actress in it is really good. I wish she would do some more horror. She's in a horror movie that I saw the trailer for that Gator McCluskey sent me. What the hell was it called? Da 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 da. Shit. Lovely, Dark, and Deep, I think, that she's in. She's a really good actress. Doesn't hurt. She's easy on the eyes as well. She's kind of cute. You digging what you see, Pops? He's Lucky Leo. Dude, once I hit a certain number of subscribers, I told eBay, I told YouTube to put ads whenever they want it. Sorry. Yeah, I've got the I just got the what you call it? I've watched The Suitable Flesh. It wasn't as good as I wanted it to be, but it was pretty good. I mean, Barbara Crampton, I wish she had had a little bit bigger role in it, but it's pretty decent. You'll like it. I doubt I'm getting noticed. You guys that had the YouTube ads, what were they? Oh my god. Yeah, sorry about the ads, but I told YouTube when I monetized to just use their own settings. And so I choose sometimes during the videos I make how many ads I want, but I do let them have control over it based on how many views it's getting like live and when it premieres. So sorry, Charlie. I make like usually like a whole 50 cent on these live streams. Who is that lady there? I don't recognize her, but she does seem familiar. Is she an old actress from another movie? Elizabeth Daily plays Sexhead. Is that Sexhead? That's funny. I don't control that, brother. No, 50 Cent. I was joking. Before I was able to have ads, like I tell them to put ads in it, but before I had any control over it, I would look at my live streams and I would get like 50 cents revenue for the whole damn thing. Live streams, unless you're big and you got thousands of people watching, usually don't get a lot of revenue. It's more for engagement so people can see how you are as far as your personality and chatting with people and stuff, since you do most of your videos recorded. So I'm okay with that, but it would be nice to make a little bit of money since I do put some time and effort into my channel. I will say, like, I give you an example. That Steelbook video that I did, does it tell me how much revenue I've made from that? I'll give you guys an example of how you don't make a lot of money from this damn stuff. So, like that Walmart Steelbook video that I put out, where I talk about, um, those three that I got. No, those four I got. I mean, walk hard. I've got like 550 views and I made like $3.50. So yeah, I'm gonna go rich doing this anytime soon. Takes about 48 hours for you to see even anything about revenue. My comments aren't working. What's up, everybody? Hit refresh. Bizarro Supergirl wasn't hers weren't working either, and then hers started. How you doing? Appreciate you stopping by. Drop a like on the video, please. I finally hit over 2,700 subscribers this week. That's good. I've gotten 50 subscribers in the last 28 days. Here's when they all start getting picked off and brought into the 31 game. I'm telling you, man, we need to watch Lords of Salem. I might watch Lords of Salem next week. Cody came in and then just disappeared. They come in like, well, did they kill that girl? Why did they kill some of them? I wonder if that's real. Is that supposed to be Wolfman Jack on the radio, or is that an actor they got playing him? Yeah, he said Wolfman. Wolfman Jack. That's kind of cool. They used that to show that it really was in the 70s. Man, I used to listen to Wolfman Jack with my dad. As the horror geek says, Christ, I'm old. That's better. How far are you into the movie? 25 minutes, 14 seconds on mine. Could be a little bit different based on the ads you've gotten. Vote on between Lords of Salem and Three from Hell to see who wins. We are going to play 31. Yep. 26 minutes, so I was about a minute behind. So like some of the two old ladies here with him, they play in Lords of Salem. Has Rob Zombie announced anything new, like what his next movie might be? Or did he get fucked so bad by the monsters he doesn't want to do anything else? Bizarre said, "Hey, Optimus." Lords of Salem was pretty good as far as zombie films go. Yeah, I thought it was pretty unique, where it's basically something kind of new. Like, you know, he didn't take an idea and twist it. Like, this is basically the Running Man twisted into a horror genre. To me, Lords of Salem was kind of he was very creative with what he did with the Salem witch hunt shit. I liked it. He said, "Okay, cool, hi Bizarro." So yeah, I sometimes pop in Lords of Salem. Lords of Salem to me is really good up into the. I think mainstream people would like it up into the end. The ending is a little fucked up. The ending takes it over the top a little bit. Here comes is it anybody in here offended if I say midget? Here comes the midget. Rob Zombie made a Monsters movie. Yeah, the Monsters, dude. Where are you been? Come on, man. The Monsters, a Rob Zombie film. This dude in here with the long hair and the beard, he plays Herman Munster. The guy that's at the beginning of 31, the priest that was getting the shit beat out of him with an axe, that's him there. And then, of course, Morticia was played by Sherry Moon Zombie. The Man Beast, is Brock Lesnar here? I did start right before the opening credits because I usually end up getting more ads on Tubi. I hate that chick reading the odds to people. You mean Lily? Yeah, I don't know why I said that. Morticia is in Adam's Family. Sorry. Doug get all offended. He's a big Monsters fan. I liked both when I was growing up. I used to like watching the Munsters and the Addams Family. You would think that based on how popular they are and that they're still on, you know, and still popular as far as pop culture related, that you didn't realize that they didn't make a lot of episodes of the Munsters. There's what, only 2 seasons of it, and there's like 3 seasons of the Addams Family. No, it's not R-rated. It's PG, and that's the problem. He is a. If you go look at the history of Rob Zombie, he is a big Universal Monsters, like old school horror fan. Like look at they've done tours of his house where he's got a lot of that shit in there. He's kind of like Del Toro. They both like that kind of stuff, but it was a passion project of his. He was always wanting to do it, and he literally made it basically just like it's from the TV show. Damn, I'm gonna move for some Orville Redenbacher popcorn. Well, damn it, I've got that right here in my little Dollar Tree popcorn container. Batman was in color, and the Munsters ratings went down and couldn't compete. Yeah, but still, I mean, they're 2 totally different shows, man. The Munsters in color didn't look as good. It looked better in black and white because it was more like you were watching like a Universal monster movie. We do try to teach you a little bit around here, you know. Teach you a little bit about Rob Zombie movie history. So the little guy, the damn Nazi, he's one coming after him first. But all right, probably would have been better already. Yeah, I would. I said that they should have done it black and white and played it more serious, like it was an actual Universal Monsters movie, instead of trying to do some of that shitty comedy. I was talking to somebody this week about the idea of a video of, you were talking about comedies. Your first 3 ads. Well, I've already had 3 ads, so you'll catch up to me now. That's why I was a little bit behind, I guess. Um, what what R-rated raunchy comedies of the past could they not make today because people would cancel the fucking thing? The old series would have been better as rated R. So like what raunchy comedies could they have made? So I was looking over some of my stuff. Like, but back in the day, like Porky's and Revenge of the Nerds, could they make those movies now with the way those movies were about bullying and stuff? I've got an ad break now. Here we go, Tubi. Here we go. Maybe, hey, you guys had ads from me. Maybe I'll make 70 cents on this stream. Did it make were you able to skip the ads from YouTube? Somebody was talking about Pluto TV had an ad during the Super Bowl. Did you guys see that? And somebody was talking about how we should watch a movie on Pluto. If you guys have watched a movie recently on Pluto, the one I tried to watch, you think Tubi has commercials? That damn Pluto TV had so many commercials, and one of the movies I watched, I couldn't stand it. I was like, "There's a reason I don't watch TV, regular TV anymore. I DVR and fast forward." Hold on a second. I need a little more alcohol. I'm back. My movie's back. The Zombie Monsters movie was PG. Yep, it sure was, and it was hot garbage. I reviewed it. You should check out the review on the channel. I don't know if they'll let me do this or not. Hold on a second. Yeah, there's a cool photo of me holding my head in that thing. Let me see if it lets me do this. That link that I put in there, that's my Monsters review. I still have not opened that Monsters movie, believe it or not. Did you go out on Blu-ray? Yeah, that link there, that'll give you to my Monsters review. You can click it and then watch it later. I unboxed one of the Monsters DVDs, but look, there's me like holding my head. Look. Shit. I didn't remember even recording that. When I play it, it does the intro, and look, I did it in black and white. Yeah, on Blu-ray. I still need to see it, even if it does suck. Yeah, you should watch it. I mean, it's one of those do like instead of me where I'm doing a pretty thin drink, like you should mix you a heavy drink or just drink straight out of the bottle, and then every time that it makes you cringe, drink, and you'll be fucked up before the end of it. Look who made an appearance. We didn't even say anything. It's Movie Matic. Look who that is. Appreciate you stopping by the stream. Hadn't seen you in a while. I hope you're doing well. I hadn't seen any of your live streams pop up on Facebook in a while. If it is, it must be late and I just miss it. This is one of those movies where Sherry Moon Zombie isn't as annoying because she doesn't have as much dialogue. Like a lot of the movies like now where she's being chased. She's in the shitter. Looked like the shitter was full too. This is the little person, right? Nobody answered me when I said, is anybody offended if I say midget in 2024? Did you guys see that bit that, what was that comedian that I watched? Tom Segura said he didn't even realize we had lost that word. That he didn't remember we had to say little people now. I haven't gone live and made a video in forever, been busy, health stuff. Well, I hope you're doing well. I really do appreciate you stopping by. I should have checked on you. I apologize. This is weird. I see Doug's comments on the video screen, but not in the chat again. The last comment Doug made was this one. Never mind, it was PG, but surprised he got away with the tombstone is rocking, don't come a knocking. But it was kind of funny. There's Doug. She's got a pretty good scream over Sherry Moon Zombie does. I guess you have to if you live a Rob Zombie. May post some lost episode reviews or make a commentary or something. That's kind of cool. Let me know when you do and I'll check it out. Did you see my WTF review for Argyle? I was a little disappointed in Argyle. I was talking to, was it Doug I was talking about on the side? And I was saying, You spend a hell of a lot of money these days going to a movie, and most of the movies that I've seen in the theater here lately, I've been disappointed in. If I'm spending that much damn money, man, I want to see something good. But I am looking forward to quite a few movies. I want to see the Godzilla Kong movie in theaters, and it's something else that comes out right after that in March. Ghostbusters, and I obviously want to see Deadpool. Yep, Maddie is back. Changed her name. It's Movie Matic. I like it. I mostly catch her movie hunts. So that's kind of cool. It's weird. I get a lot of people watching those, and then Doug don't want to fucking watch my movie hunt, so he watches my reviews and unboxings. I did a rant video. I unboxed that last Bam Horror autograph, and then they've been fucking me over as far as customer service wise goes. So I recorded a rant video I'm getting ready to post. We got the two people that class up the joint the most in the house at the same time tonight. We got Maddie and we got Bizarro Supergirl. If rebranded the channel. Where did this dude come from? This little person. Never seen him, at least in any of Rob Zombie's other movies, have we? Unless I wonder if he played one of the characters in Lords of Salem. I won't spoil who. Damn, that sucks. The horror unboxing didn't deliver what you ordered. They switched. I'll go into it in more detail. They switched. They don't do boxes anymore. They've got autographs. And then I've been going back and forth with customer service for a month, and they keep fucking me over. Still bummed Best Buy is stopping. I mostly just hunt Goodwills and pick up rando old DVDs. Yeah, Doug and I were talking about that because he doesn't buy DVDs, and somebody else busted my chops on a video going like, "Hey, old timer, you still buy DVDs?" And I was like, "Do you realize how many movies there are in the world that are not available on streaming or Blu-ray or 4K?" And I'm never going to pass up. I just went into a thrift store that I've got to do a video for, and I bought a bunch of movies for 75 cents. Wasn't he in Three from Hell? I don't remember. Was he? I don't know. These aren't a couple of movies that I have watched very often. I actually wish this movie was a little gorier. Best Buy is deserted. They should take out everything once and for all. Yeah, Goodwill, Amazon for me too. Did you see my latest hunt video? I went in Best Buy. My store took everything in the store and moved it all to one side of one aisle. And then I asked the manager, why didn't you just clearance everything and get rid of it? And she said they can't yet. That they were told my local store is going to remove all the physical media in May. They're not getting anything new, and they're trying to randomly have sales to filter out what they've got left. Baby was like, I had a brother named Tiny, but he wasn't really tiny. I don't remember. It's been so long since I watched Three from Hell. I don't like Three from Hell as much. Oh yeah, I saw it. That's cool. I appreciate you watching those hunts. Who asked me did I buy that somebody asked me did I buy that Andre the Giant figure. That wasn't you, was it? Did you ask me about did I buy that Andre the Giant chase figure that I saw? Somebody did. And yeah, I did. The one with the red tights is the chase. The yellow one they had in there was they just killed the little man. Okay. Well, maybe you'll get your wish. We'll put up the vote. Is there a Rob Zombie movie on here that we haven't watched? It's on Tubi. Yeah, I do too. I ended up going back in there and buying that. I got the Tar Man as well. You know, I love the Toonie Terrors and the packs. I've bought a couple of them and opened them. I don't like them open. The feet are usually so thin and the legs, and then half of them they don't give you stands, and I can't get the shit to stand up half the time on my shelf. Or if I just barely touch it, the one will fall over and then they'll all fall. What's up? Can you smell la 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 what the bloodline is cooking? I can, and it sucks. No, they had those Legends figures on sale. They're regular $22.99, and I think they were on sale for either $18 or whatever last week. And it's the chase. So if that's what you're talking about, I think it's worth maybe like $35-40. The older lady wearing the wig was the character Kathy Orley from Here Come the Monsters. Well, that's cool. You know, maybe that's why he got her. She's also, I think, that older lady with the wig. I think she's in Lords of Salem. Yeah, I'm trying to cut back. I don't buy as many toys anymore. I've sold a ton of my wrestling figures, and that's what I use to pay for most of the movies that I get. I flooded eBay there at the end of the year and sold a bunch around Christmas. O'Reilly? Okay. Which one of these? You talking about one of these ladies? The one with the biggest hair? The one with the rounder face or the other one? What color pants are the Andre? Hold on a second. Let me get it again. Oh, sorry, that's my fault. I hit the mute button. So what I was saying is, the only thing I said was, yeah, that was Meg Foster from Lords of Salem, and she played one of the witches, right? And I remember, I think it was her, and They Live. And then what I was saying is, yeah, in the store, I had to look that up. Like I had to Google it real quick. Oh no, I went to eBay and looked, and the red one was the one that was the chase. I'm not gonna buy much mini figures, but I will buy chase figures or somebody's first figure if it's rare. Like I want to get Tiffany Stratton's first elite figure. Yeah, she's already in Elimination Chamber. I think either Becky's gonna win. Who else is in there? She said hello, collecting and hobbies. Who else was females in the Elimination Chamber? There, Jade was supposed to be in there, but Jade ended up they didn't want her to lose her first match, so they ended up pulling her out of the chamber. Why even consider her at that point? Unless you're going to have her win the match and go against Rhea. What is going on inside your head? All right, I think it's Liv Morgan, Naomi, Becky, shit, Bianca. I was thinking Zelina would end up being in there. They got a battle royal either tomorrow night or Friday night to determine the last person. I've got the 2 basic LA Knight figures that I had ordered from Ringside Collectibles. I don't think he's got an elite one, right? They're feeding them the they're feeding them the person. The only other person other than Becky that I could see possibly winning is Liv because of the storyline wise they had Rhea take her out. I need to go back and watch that. They're giving them the odds. Which killer is next? I don't remember. Schizo Head. It's 2 of them. Yeah, I need to go back and watch that. It's been a while. Mhm. Yeah, that's that dude there, one of those clown guys. That's one of the ones that plays one of the rednecks that sexually assaults that girl in the director's cut of, or the regular theatrical cut, one of the cuts of Halloween 2. I can't remember. That's right. I forgot Tiffany or Tiffy as they say. I don't think she's ready for a title shot yet. I'm getting ready to end up getting an ad. He said, "We're gonna fuck all your holes." That's the best line in movie history right there. Yeah, that's the 5th, and they're doing the battle royal to get the last one. Would be surprised is Zelina in that battle royal? Wouldn't be surprised if she was in it. I I got a feeling Drew will probably win the men's Money in Elimination Chamber. I think she will wrestle again. It's a skin disorder, and it was so bad on her face, it made her face swollen and red. She didn't want to, be seen, and then it was all over parts of her body. She's right now, I think, from the video I saw, she's getting it under control. But do you know that if you're a fan of the WWE, man, when once they write the stories, unless something happens, they don't go back and change them a lot. So since she wasn't available for the Rumble, it's going to be hard for them to write her into something for WrestleMania unless they do a bunch of women in the tag title match. Dude, I really hope that Dakota doesn't stick around with Bailey and fuck her over at WrestleMania. I don't think Bailey should be that stupid. She's gaslighting her right now. She's like, we should barricade ourselves in. What? Who would do that? Did both of those guys? I wasn't paying attention. Did both of those guys have chainsaws? Those killers? Well, Sherry Moon Zombie doesn't look too bad in this. Dakota is a snake. I don't trust her. She backstabbed just about everyone on NXT. Yeah, if they make Bailey trust her, shit, and end up having her in Bailey's corner, and then she fucks Bailey over. I just don't want him to screw Bailey over, man. Bailey has done everything for the last couple years to put everybody over. Sorry, I'm moving my leg. She deserves a win at WrestleMania. She's never even had a singles match at WrestleMania that I remember. And I don't think Rhea should lose to Becky. I think they need to make Rhea huge, and whenever she loses, it needs to put somebody over. Not like Becky doesn't need to be put over. It's time for Io and Ripley to lose. I think Rhea needs to keep it for right now. She doesn't need to lose to Becky. Becky doesn't need the win, but Io needs to. Who's this chick? Io needs to lose. Yep, Bailey needs to win for sure. I agree with that. Here's what I would do. From from what I heard, Drew hasn't signed a new contract. I think Drew should beat Seth at WrestleMania, and then they should have Damian Priest cash in on Drew to further his heel character. And then if he resigns, then you could have him rematch eventually with Damian Priest, and you could have him beat Priest. Was that chick with them, the one that's stood tied up down there? No, must not, because he was like, she might be somebody's daughter. I don't know. From what I heard, Finn Balor's contract is up shortly after WrestleMania, and he hasn't resigned. They said he might want to take some time off. This is the perfect time to break up Judgment Day a little bit. You could have it to where I think Rhea's still going to try to keep the group together, so she needs to keep her belt. But Damian Priest winning the world title for a short period of time would be smart. You keep the group together, other than maybe Balor. Maybe Balor gets jealous, does something, and they kick him out. I don't think Balor's going to go to AEW. I think he might go over to New Japan and wrestle a little bit, take some time off. Are any of the Chainsaw dudes Bill Mosley? I don't think so. One of them, like I said, was the red-haired guy that worked in the hospital in Halloween 2. I don't think Bill Mosley is in this. He would be up at the top of the list. No, David Uri, URY, is Schizo Head, and Lou Temple is Psycho Head. Why are they all called Head? There's a Death Head, there's Sex Head. That girl in the van that died's name was Snoopy. The bad guys are kind of like Batman villains. They're all called goons. The Mask, the Mark Khan wants every WWE foreman his damn roster and not use them. Yeah, he gets them and uses them for like 3 months, and then they have nothing to do after that. That's pretty fucking gory right there. That chainsaw kill is pretty cool. Look at the fucking cat drug in. LA Knight has an Elite coming out probably next month. It's $29 on pre-order ringside. Yeah, I'll probably pre-order it. And back in the day, I would have already made one because all you gotta do is get the head from the basic, and he's got a body type as any of the other muscular guys, and then his trunk design is like nothing. I could paint that. Like tits on a bull. We say tits on a bull around here in the country. You're about as useless as tits on a bull. That's pretty cool. Chainsaw fight. I like this scene here with the chainsaws. It's pretty neat. My dude, what is he, Mike Tyson, and that guy? He bit his fucking ear off. Yeah, this is a pretty gory scene, but it's choreographed pretty good too. I like it. Got multiple people fighting. I like. Oh, this is one of the better scenes in the movie. Oh, I like that part where he lands on the chainsaw and they push him down. Oh, I remember that now. I like that. And then he's gonna get all pissed off because he said he didn't see your message, Bizarro. Is Bizarro still here? Do you like this gory type of horror movies? Cut that mofo in half. Yeah, that was pretty intense fucking scene right there. He's like, I don't want to be here. They made me. Okay, brother. Nasty. That was a good kill. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. You turned it down, put on your captions because your sister is visiting. Oh, that's nice. You don't want your sister to hear the gore. Rollins might screw Cody. Rollins and Reigns both that. There's no way they're gonna have Rollins screw him if The Rock is there. I mean, and I'm not saying The Rock necessarily has to screw Roman, but what do you need anybody else to help if you got Rock? The Rock should be the final boss, like the ultimate guy. The way I see it playing out is I think Cody and Rock are in it together. When Cody told Roman that he was going to take everything from him, he meant the bloodline and um, the title. I think that you're going to get interference from everybody. And at the end, when Solo tries to interfere, I think The Rock's going to hit him with a rock bottom, and he's going to then point to Cody, and Cody's going to hit his finisher on Roman and pin him. It's going to lead to a head of the table match between Roman and Rock, because I think Rock is playing Roman is what I think's happening. What scene am I on? It was the chainsaw scene. Just end it. They just cut the dude in half. Mine is about a little over an hour into it. She's doctoring up on the guy now, and who's next? Anybody seen this recently? What killer's next? I know they call Richard break-in once they pissed off that they're killing everybody. Sex and Death. That's what I think too. Dwayne The Rock is playing Reigns at WrestleMania. He's dropping the title. That would be perfect cinema. And you could have it to where it either the Saudi show or SummerSlam, Rock and Reigns could fight each other. This dude in a tutu, I remember him now. So we'll definitely have to watch night 2 of WrestleMania on the stream. Now I don't know if they're going to do what everybody says and end up having a tag match on night 1 with those 4 guys. Why would you want Roman and Cody or Rock and Cody in the ring one day early? Yeah, that would be kind of cool. You know, I didn't particularly like Braun Breaker at first. He didn't have a personality, but he's gotten one a little bit. And he's really gotten polished in the ring. They do a good job with people down in NXT. So fuck anybody that talks about Jade Cargill needing polish and why are they delaying her. AEW did her no favors by not allowing her in the ring to wrestle other than squash matches. She didn't even get any experience, and WWE's doing her solid. They want to make her look like a rock star when she gets in the ring. Two German dudes, or is this dude Sweden? I don't know. Sweet. I would thought wouldn't it be Swedish because they already did the little guys German. Can't tell. Sounds German though. Has he got a baseball bat with nails in it? I like it. That's a classic weapon that was used in Escape from New York when Snake Plissken was fighting the dude in the wrestling ring. That was Ox Baker back in the day. That's cool. You know, this movie I don't think people give it enough credit. It's not terrible. Way better than I remember. I think it's really hard to have a scene like this after you have that chainsaw fight and everybody's all injured for it to like outdo that one. Yeah, she isn't that your strobe lights driving you nuts. She's not bad looking. Well, I don't have a strobe light on yet. Oh, that one. Yeah, that is. Is wonder if there's a warning on this. Yeah, I don't like that stuff either. Why is he? Wonder why he's using that. This one grew on me like the other zombie movies. Hated this one for a long time. I swear his movies beat you until you miss them and then like them. That's a good point. I don't know. I've always liked his movies. I wouldn't say I loved any of them. You know, if they were not to be vulgar, but if they were gonna have her with a white shirt on with X taped on her end of her tits, why not just have her with no shirt on and put them on there? Either way. Um, I've liked most of his movies. You know, even Halloween 2, when I saw it, I remember seeing that in the theater and didn't like it. And then when I watched it at home, I was like, what the fuck is this? Because it was a different version than when I saw in the theater. So then it made me mad even more. But then over time, there's parts of Halloween 2 I like. Um, I think to me, my least favorite movie of his is Three from Hell. And that's the one Doug keeps wanting us to watch. Yeah, it's true, but I don't know that I consider that. That's more like a passion project of his. If you take all of his movies that are the same, like I love House of a Thousand Corpses, love Devil's Rejects. I like the first Halloween, other than some of the stuff at the beginning. Halloween 2's good. I like 31. I think if he would work with somebody on his scripts to tighten them up a little bit and polish them, and if he didn't force feed his wife and everything, I think his movies would be a little more well received. Hoping we get his Halloween movies on 4K. Just started collecting the Scream Factory original 5. Yeah, it would be good to get those. I worry about some of those movies like we were talking about earlier where like House of Thousand Corpses and Devil's Rejects haven't gotten a 4K. I hope they really keep the grain intact, but I've watched some older movies where they did keep the grain intact on the 4K, and it when the dark scenes hit, man, the grain just like floods the screen, and it's kind of bad. It's you really got to put some effort into remastering a 4K of a movie that's like designed the way Rob Zombie's movies are. Yeah, we need to finish the trilogy. We will. I put it out there to vote. Something's got to give. All right. Well, man, we'll just do Three from Hell next week. But I don't know that it's streaming anywhere, so you guys are gonna have to watch your own copies of it. That was my other fear. I don't like picking movies that you can't easily find streaming for free. Was Lords of Salem on here? At least we don't have to worry about streaming. Live streaming the Elimination Chamber. That shit comes on at 5 o'clock in the morning next Saturday because it's in Perth, Australia. My man, the brother died. I liked his character. Is it on Tubi? I mean, on Pluto? All right, if we watch it, we'll watch it on Pluto. We'll use that as a test. We'll see how many damn commercials are in it. She straight up slit her throat. All right, we'll watch it on Pluto. That'll be our first test of Pluto. See how many damn commercials. I've been pretty impressed, man. We haven't had a lot of ads in this. Have you guys got any other YouTube commercials while we've been watching this? Because we're like an hour and 20 minutes into it, and it looks like they only had the one. Like I said, I've got it set on auto, so it puts it in there itself. What's up with this flashback? Somebody fucking. Oh, that's Richard Brake. I remember now. That's what he was doing. They're going to interrupt him. You got intertwined clips of Richard Brake fucking somebody watching Nosferatu. I'm getting pummeled with ads watching on this on Tubi. Normally, I never get ads. Well, I've only got 2 sets of ads while I've been watching it. Oh, he's fucking Ginger Lynn. Is that one of his? They should have had it where this was the same character that was in Barbarian. Oh, he's got to go to work. Man, she gets no respect. First, she gets fucked and disrespected by Captain Spaulding, and now she's getting fucked and disrespected by this dude. And they both ultimately are clowns. Take your stinking ass and hit the bricks. This movie has a lot of classic lines. Classic movie quotes you'll never forget. California Dreaming. So how many we got left? How many people's left? The 3? Yep. And the dude's taking some pretty serious damage. Meg Foster was in that turd of a movie, oh fuck. Jeepers Creepers 3, right? Which movie is out? This movie's hour and 55 minutes? Or are you talking about 3 from Hell? This movie's out in 42 minutes. Oh God, man! If that thing's gonna be 2 hours and then it's gonna have commercials in it from Pluto TV, holy shit! Do we really want to watch 3 from Hell? I'm gonna put a. I think I'm gonna put a poll out there. That's gonna be a long one, man. You guys are gonna force me to watch that? Do you love me that much, or do you hate me that much? It's kind of like Pulp Fiction when they're bringing in the wolf. Bizarro, you won't be able to be here, right? So you're gonna force me to watch that movie with these guys? I can't reach that shit. I'll put it back later. Damn, Doomhead rough as fuck to that chick. Yeah, he was, man. He's not a nice guy at all. We got an 8-track player. I need to give me an 8-track player. That white face paint is sure is thin, man, on that first layer. From Garter Garbs, I ordered a House of a Thousand Corpses lobby cards and Captain Spaulding Museum metal sign today. Send me a picture of what the metal sign looks like. That makeup got dried and cracked real quick, didn't it? So was that his own blood on his face? Punching his own fucking self in the mouth? I didn't remember that part. Pluto has longer ads, but I think they have a limit of 20 minutes per movie. Okay. Murder School is now in session, bitches. Let's go. You got a KFC ad on Tubi right now. Yummy. Was she dreaming? All right, let's see what Doug sent. That's cool. I like that. Those are kind of cool. How much were the lobby cards? You know, I've got some original lobby cards from the first Halloween movie. Like they're big. I never was much on lobby cards. I got those lobby cards with the Darkman movie that I just got. 50 in the sign, 20. Damn, Doug, what'd you do? Win the lottery? $50? I got an ad starting now. Oh my God. That was vulgar. Difference in a onion and a whore. He cries when he cuts an onion. $50 damn dollars for lobby cards? I got 2 ads here. Yeah, Richard Brake is so good. Just wish some of the dialogue was better. I know, but with Rob Zombie writing the dialogue, what do you expect? Yeah, but at least you're getting a steel book there, and a poster, and a sticker, and the lobby cards. I forgot in that video I did. I forgot that I had gotten a poster for that Willy's Wonderland. I don't think anybody cares about the poster. I was talking to Doug. I've literally run out of places that I'm going to hang posters unless I'm going to hang them from my down in the basement. You ordered that. What was that? You ordered that Hanna-Barbera movie set, didn't you, Doug? I haven't decided if I'm gonna buy that or not. That's $70 damn dollars. I don't know if I want to drop that much coin on movies right now as far as cartoons. It's a couple other things I want this week. I might buy that next week. Hey Doug, did you say you bought The Company of Wolves on 4K? How's the transfer of that? I almost bought that from somebody, and I don't remember whether the transfer was any good or not. I see that Hanna-Barbera movie set is down to $62.99 on Amazon. Like you said, how many movies is it? 10 of them. I'm not a big Yogi Bear fan or Top Cat fan. I don't want to see Rockin' with Judy Jetson. I want to see Jetsons and the Flintstones, the Scooby Doo movies. I don't know. That's a tough one. comes up to like 67. You're talking about after tax. Sometimes you get only one ad during a break. Sometimes you get several, but it always seems to even out to about 10 minutes on an hour TV show and 20 minutes. Because then if you do that, that's typically about what you get while on network television or cable TV. So probably averages out about the same. Hanna-Barbera, Scooby-Doo, Flintstones, Wonder Doll. Remember that one? Yeah. There's a movie set of Hanna-Barbera Superstars 10. You get the Good and Bad Huckleberry Hound movie, the Jetsons Meet the Flintstones, Rockin' with Judy Jetson. It's 3 different Scooby-Doo movies, Top Cat, and 3 different Yogi Bear movies for 62. Show us your Wednesday shirt. It says Solitude suits me. I got it at Walmart. Yeah, it's on Blu-ray. So it's like it's a 10 movie set. Some of these movies that like that, I guess I could order it and I could apply to do the Affirm plan where I could do $6 payments or $10 payments. Yep. Did you guys like Wednesday? I thought it was good. I was a fan of it. I can't wait to the next season. All right, Mr. Richard Brakes got the first one in his clutches. You talking about the next volume 4 of the 4K set? No, I haven't bought that yet. I'm not a huge fan of the movies that are in that one. I bought the last one because they had like Stripes and Taxi Driver and a bunch of those in it. Um, that Columbia set is $215 on Amazon. I'm not paying that much for it, and you get His Girl Friday, Guess Who's Coming to Dinner, Kramer versus Kramer, Starman, Sleepless in Seattle, and Punch Drunk Love. The only movie that I really give 2 shits about in that is Starman. Wednesday Addams, Jenna Ortega. Yeah, I like Jenna Ortega. She's like cute and hot at the same time. I appreciate that. Yeah, I love Wednesday Addams. I liked her too. I got to get that. Yeah, man, I'm not too I'm an old dude who's not afraid to wear a Wednesday Addams shirt. You got to fucking respect that, right? They're not that good of movies in that set. Yeah, I know. I mean, it's a lot of classic stuff, but I already own Kramer versus Kramer, Starman, and Sleepless in Seattle, and Punch Drunk Love on Blu-ray. I don't know. Season 2 is supposed to drop November 25th. Yeah, I heard it was at the end of the year. I'm sad that she dropped out of the Scream movies. I don't know. Um, I'm not one of those YouTubers that gets a lot of any free movies yet from any studio, whatever. But I will say this: the good thing about it is some of those Columbia Classic sets. So over the years, like right now, the 3rd volume is only $89. Think about that. It's got the same number of movies in it. Um, and it's like less than half price. So I'm hoping that it because it's not got doesn't have that many great movies in it that it'll go on sale eventually. The volume 3 is $149. Now I didn't buy volume 1, and that damn thing is like so hard to get and rare now. People are paying like $600 for it. 2 of the Scooby Doo movies are $21.98, and the other one's $14. Yeah, if you buy them, if you're gonna buy those separate, you might as well buy the set. But I'm torn. I've got to counter my alcohol with a little bit of Red Bull here. So they reached the final boss. Damn, man. I had 1,700 people watch that last Dollar Tree video I did. I hadn't even looked. I saw Escape New York in theaters recently, seeing T2 and RoboCop soon. Yeah, that was part of like when I went to see Argyle, they were advertising that Escape from New York was coming up soon, as far as whatever that event they do. And I remember going to see RoboCop in the theaters when it was originally out. It was pretty epic. My dad and I went to see it. And I remember I saw Terminator 2 twice. My buddies and I went to see it, and we thought that the movie started at a different time than it did, and we got there late, and so we ended up having to sit on like the front row, and we were staring like straight up at the screen, and so then we ended up staying back and watched it again at like the midnight showing or whatever. I remember seeing those in theaters. Did you guys see that latest movie hunt I did where I went into Barnes and Noble and I found they had the Footloose 4K steelbook in the half price bin? I thought that was weird. It's a weird mix the way YouTube does. T2 on video seeing the foster dad getting killed might be my first memory. Yeah, that was pretty cheesy. The trying to remember when I saw it. I remember thinking how cool it was when he walked through that gate or whatever it was in the Terminator, and then when he turned into liquid, but then the gun got stuck. I remember that was the part I remember. You got a YouTube Domino Pizza ad. I want pizza now. Hey, that's the way it's supposed to work. I have Papa John's pizza, Bizarro Supergirl. Hey, maybe I'll make like now. Maybe I'll make 80 cents on this stream. Oh, Richard Brake stabbing the fuck out of this dude, man. Damn. This movie is very similar to House of the Thousand Corpses, especially the beginning and ending. Yeah, a little bit. Same kind of structure, a little bit. House of a Thousand Corpses to me falls apart a little bit in the third act when they have started killing them, and then they take that girl down to Dr. Satan. And it's bullshit that they didn't follow up on the Dr. Satan stuff in the third one. What was the point? I mean, in the second one, sorry. They should have done it in the second one or the third one. How about a separate Dr. Satan movie? I'd pay to see that. That's why I said how to miss hitting them with the crowbar. Yeah. Want to see Dune 2, want to see Lisa Frankenstein, but I'm going to wait till streaming. Yeah, I'm going to be in the minority here, and I wasn't a uber fan of Dune, the first one, so I'm not going to, I'll just wait and buy that on 4K when it comes out. And then same with Lisa Frankenstein. I wanted to see it, but then I had reservations. Um, it's so many movies coming out this year I want to see. I've skipped some of those. Yeah, it feels like you dropped into some weird, sick Dr. Satan movie at the end. That's true. You think Walmart will carry boutique labels like Arrow Video that Conan said is expensive? Um, no, I don't think Walmart's going to carry boutique labels. I think that you're going to have to go online for those. That Conan set is expensive, but it wasn't that bad if you bought it. If you would have caught it when it was the Arrow 50% off sale, like I did at Barnes and Noble. It was like $90, and I got it half price for like 45. Don't buy it now and wait until uh, when is it? They'll do another Arrow sale a couple months from now. Papa John's is good, but they don't deliver out here. Pizza's changed over the years. I used to hate Domino's pizza because the sauce was too sweet, and now they've changed it, and I actually like that better than Pizza Hut. We've got a Papa John's near us at work, and we've gotten that, and I think Papa John's is pretty good. Shit, man, it's been so long since I watched this movie. I didn't remember her coming up on this. Uh, guys might know that when in Three from Hell, all those tattoos that she's got on her chest, those are fake, right? She doesn't have that many tattoos on her chest in real life, does she? I thought maybe she might have got some of them since then. You deliver for both Domino's and Papa John's, both decent. Domino's got better deals. Yeah, they do. Man, Domino's got this deal right here where you get like 2 pizzas, Cine sticks, or whatever the twists are, and um, those Parmesan bites and a drink for like $20. Yeah, that's cool. The little miniatures in there. That's what Gigi that usually comes onto the stream. That's what she does. She doesn't deliver from those, but she does like Uber Eats and shit like that. And that's why she hadn't been in the stream. She's had to do some extra work some extra shifts. So, as a bad guy, you need to take note here. Fucking get shit over with and don't gloat. Richard Brake is a very good villain. I'm like Maddie said, if you get him some better dialogue, man, he'd be good in a mainstream movie. She's laughing in his face. I give Zombie credit too, man. He uses some more realistic looking blood in his movies. Look into the eyes of a true champion. You have no happy ending. He should go out play around with her and just fucking kill her, man. Worse than a James Bond villain telling the plan to him before he kills him. Mhm. Whitechapel style. He's pretty wicked. I like him. It's time to die. He wasn't paying attention to the clock. So I wonder if anybody's ever won this game. Do they ever say? It's hard to believe she would be the you're at the end. I'm still where Sherry Moon Zombie just fell over. The unthinkable has happened. We have a winner. So this must be the first time anybody's ever won. So this whole group ended up killing like all of his villains except for the one. Oh, like I said, how did this randomly just happen this last time? Hello. Guess I gotta wait for the Arrow sale or pay more for the Conan the Barbarian set. I might just buy it soon. I don't know what price anybody's got it online. Anybody? Let me see. You want the 4K, right? Orbit DVD has the 4K set for $61.99. Doug will buy it for you. He's over here paying $50 for lobby card sets. You want it on Blu-ray? What do they have it for on Blu-ray? They got it for $54 on Blu-ray. Oh, Amazon's got it for $39. So that's a pretty good deal there for the box set with both of them. They got it for $39. But that's a collector's thing. Thanks for the info. Yeah, the Blu-ray set on Amazon right now is only $39. You should check that out. This is kind of the ending, similar of like Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Is that guy got to use knives at that point on Sherry Moon? He's a loser. Yeah, what's the fucking point, man? She won. Why would he come after her? He just can't accept that he lost. He does look pretty damn wicked, though. I like the music selection here. It's pretty good. Dream On, I like that. And then with the home movies. I give Rob Zombie credit. He knows how to drag out an ending, give you some sympathy for the characters here. He dragged out House with not Devil's Rejects like way too far long. She's almost dead as it is. Yeah, I know. I mean, that's pretty cheesy. Oh God, it's choosing Lords of Salem for me next. I'm gonna let it play. After I don't know if they'll be available or not. Oops. Plus iron points through gutter garbs. That's cool. Yeah, what was the point of winning if you gonna if the fucker is gonna be pissed off that you beat him? The game might be over, but that doesn't mean he has to let her live after. I know that pretty lame move. I know you'd think if somebody wins that they win. That's kind of shitty. Yeah, Lords of Salem is what's playing next. I love that. And I know it'll take a little while to get into it. Anchor Bay Films. You guys remember Anchor Bay? I loved Anchor Bay. Um, Anchor Bay becomes Stars, right? I think Stars bought them, and then they got absorbed into something else. There's a bunch of old Anchor Bay Blu-rays that are like rare, hard to get. That I started looking up on eBay and couldn't believe how much they cost. One of them was the movie Dutch on Blu-ray. I don't have that over here. I got it over there. Have you seen how much that damn thing people want for that Blu-ray? That thing's over $100 on eBay. But he couldn't handle us. I guess he had to get rid of her in case authorities. Yeah, I guess that guy that they didn't have a backup plan, knowing that was the only person that had ever won. Friends just found Dutch at Goodwill and Blue. Holy shit, really? $5 fucking. I've never found anything worth that much. But yeah, if you look up on eBay, I was trying to see what the last one sold for on eBay. Somebody bought one in Canada $111. The last one in the US sold for $129. Which one is over 100? Dutch, the movie with Ed O'Neill and Ethan Embry. Or Ethan Randall was what he was known for back then. Basically, the second Thanksgiving movie that you would recommend to somebody after they watch Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. I couldn't believe it was worth that much. But there's some other ones that I have that are also worth like some of those Anchor Bay ones. Airheads. You guys remember that movie Airheads? Somebody just paid $174 for that. You guys remember Airheads? Brendan Fraser, Steve Buscemi, Adam Sandler. Pre-owned, think it was 5 or 6. When I found out, I was kissed because you would have flipped it. You mean pissed? Yep, I see you said pissed. I hardly find anything in my local Goodwill, but point-wise, it tries to say I have negative points. How's that possible? What says you have negative points? Yeah. Oh God, Lords of Salem, you gotta see these old witches nude here at the beginning. Yeah, a lot of those old Anchor Bay ones, I think it's like a lot of Fox titles that they licensed out. Um, I'm gonna have nightmares looking at these women here. Um, the other one that I've got some of those. I'm pretty sure I've got Airheads. I've got some of my old '90s comedies, '80s and '90s comedies over there. I have to dig that out. No Bush. I give a fuck if they got Bush or not have Bush. Most of these are not worth seeing here. Oh God. Maybe I don't want to watch Lords of Salem. Yeah, so did I. That's kind of cool. It recommends that to us. My eyes, my eyes. Ah, that goat's like, sacrifice me now, please. What did I get into? Either way. So are we really gonna watch fucking Three from Hell next week, or should I do a poll where I put up between that and Lords of Salem? The girls in 31 wearing the mask look good nude. Yep, that's true. If you are watching Lords of Salem, you get to see Sherry Moon Zombie's butt right now. She got a nice butt. Tough it up, Cookie. Yeah, the remember what conversation we got into the other week on the stream of like favorite nude scenes in movies? Well, there's plenty of Anchor Bay horror movies, but the main ones that are worth money is the ones they licensed from Fox. Because what happened was, I don't think it was a short term deal, so they didn't get to repress it a lot. So there's not a lot of copies of them out there. Um, there was another movie I had that I looked up that was worth a lot, Bedazzled with Brandon Fraser. Go figure, two Brandon Fraser movies that are worth something. Um, I think that was worth quite a bit. I might have to look up some of those movies, man. So like the movie they're talking about doing the sequel to the 28 Days Later and 28 Weeks Later, and so both of those movies are 28 Days Later and 28 Weeks Later are out of print on Blu-ray. So people are now starting to pay a lot for those because they, the new movies getting ready to come out. Well, not getting ready to probably go into pre-production. They're talking about making it. Probably a couple years before we see it. Yeah, like the movies that are also hard to find and some of those old Kmart Blu-rays of Miramax. Hellraiser Deader. Somebody just paid $174 for that. My neighbors just walked in and saw the old naked ladies, and one of them is my landlord's 65-year-old wife. Like I've got one of those Hellraiser DVD Blu-rays. It's got like 3 or 4 of the movies on it. But if you can get the one that's single, it's weird. Like Airheads on DVD you can buy for like $8. Like I found a copy of it in a Goodwill, I think. But on Blu-ray it's almost impossible to find. I do that sometimes. Like we'll look up out of print like Blu-rays and then sort it by what the price is. And there's been a couple that I've sold in the past. Like one of them I sold my Shining Steel book for like 85 or $100 or something. And then yeah, I ended up, dudes, that Witness 4K, somebody just paid $75 for that. I could have bought that for $25 in the Barnes and Noble sale. What kind of bullshit is that? Miss 45 on Blu-ray, somebody paid $50 for. I need to start looking up some of my movies, man. I guess sometimes out of print doesn't mean that it's worth a lot because you look at some of the prices. Guess I'd have to sort it by price and look at anything that was high. Ripping people off is high profile. Hey man, if they'll pay, you will pay for it. Like that Sleepy Hollow steel book that's out of print now, selling for like almost $70. It's crazy what people pay for like out of print movies. Like the 28 days later, the individual, not the dual, like the double feature copy, somebody pays 65 for. Yeah, I see what you're saying about high priced. All right, so let's make a decision now. Are we going to watch Three from Hell or should I do a poll? There's only a couple you left on here, so decide. Poll, or are we just going to go with Three from Hell on Pluto TV? I'm not going to vote. What do you want? Which one do you want, Doug? The poll, or do you want Three from Hell on Pluto TV? Yeah, but if we do that and people show up and don't have it, then how are we going to watch it? I like to give people the option of how to watch it. You got a cookie ad, Doug? I don't have any ads. Talking about YouTube? Three from Hell, why not? Okay. All right, Maddie, do you own Three from Hell? If you own it, I'll say that we're going to watch it from our copies, but if anybody wants to join along, they might have to watch it on Pluto TV. It's on, oh, if it's streaming. All right, it's on Pluto TV, so I'm going to say we're going to watch it there. I'll say, Doug, you're just going to have to watch it on Pluto TV with the rest of us. You can watch it on yours. You'll just be ahead of us. When it's ads, we'll tell you and you can pause it maybe. All right, that's cool. That's what we'll do. So I'll go ahead and put up a thing tomorrow and say we're going to watch Three from Hell. I like the cast of this Lords of Salem. That's got a really good cast. Hey, I got a subscriber while we were on here. Yeah, okay, Three from Hell it is. Oh well. Yep, Three from Hell it is. I'm gonna say that we can watch it on Pluto TV. If everybody shows up and they own it, we can like stream it because I've got it on digital, so I can either watch it on my disc or I can watch it on Vudu. So, or I'll watch it on Pluto. A Mexican dwarf? What's the difference between a dwarf and a midget? To me, the reason I like Lords of Salem is this character that Sherry Moon Zombie plays seems more like her real personality and how she would be in real life. So I think she plays the character um, way better than a lot of her other characters. Funniest line is, I don't know who you are. And Otis is like, you will, motherfucker. The movie isn't terrible. It just takes a long. When he goes to Mexico, to me, it gets a little boring, and we all wish that Captain Spaulding had been in it. So the movie would have been 10 times better if Sid Haig had not passed away or was dying at the time, and they had to rewrite the fucking thing. Ever seen 8mm where Nick Cage just saw Blowout and really want to see something like it? And I feel like that might be similar. It's not. You talking about Blowout with John Travolta? That's one of my favorite movies. I really like that movie. It's not really like it, but I've seen 8mm with Nicolas Cage, and I think you'll like it. So yeah, I think you should give it a chance. I have the Firefly trilogy on Steelbook and on Target. Rob Zombie Steelbook too. Yeah, so do I. You and I seem to have similar taste. I've seen 8mm. 8mm is pretty good. I ended up getting. I think I told the story last week. I got Three from Hell on 4K, and then I ended up going to Dollar Tree shortly thereafter, 6 months later, and ended up finding the Blu-ray with the slipcover, and I bought that too for $1. So I've got both. I'm going to do that as a video soon. When or why do you double dip when you buy movies? Yeah, let me know how Madam Web is. I'm not a huge Dakota Johnson fan either. 8mm in the underpants. What the fuck? In the underpants? One of my roommates lived in Salem. They're recognizing all of these places. That's kind of cool. One of my friends loves Nick Cage. Maybe watch all his movies back when we were younger. Nicolas Cage is the fucking man. Madam Web is that Marvel movie that's in the Spider-Man universe. You liked her in 50 Shades of Grey movies? Well, I understand why you liked her in fucking 50 Shades of Grey. It's not like she really had to act. Her tits and ass did all the acting. I haven't liked her in much else, let's say. I love Nicolas Cage. If you watch my movie hunt, I just ended up buying the Willy's Wonderland. He's in that, and he's full on Nick Cage without saying a word. He doesn't even have a word of dialogue in it. He's got some movies that are not that bad. I know he released a slew of those Walmart movies over the years, where every other week you're finding one in Walmart. Why did Face Off make you hate Nick Cage, but you might watch? He's really good in Renfield. You need more of him in Renfield, and the movie would have been a lot better. It was good. It just could have been a lot better. I like Face Off, but I like John Travolta as well. If you're watching Lords of Salem in the background, this record that they're playing, I kind of like this music for some reason. Is the Marvels good? I didn't like the Captain Marvel one, the actress. I don't think she's that great. I'll just give you my quick and dirty. It's better than Captain Marvel. It's better than some of the Marvel movies that have been out, other than Guardians of the Galaxy 3. The last couple. It's not great. She's no better. Brie Larson is no better, other than she looks pretty good in a couple scenes. But I like the other character that's in it. Monica Rambeau, whatever they're calling her character, the black lady that's in it. She is a really good actress. She does a really good job in it. The gimmick about them switching places in it makes the movie a little more interesting. And like I said, I didn't hate it as much as a lot of people did. And it isn't great, but I thought it was pretty good. And so I wanted to support Walmart by getting the steel books, and maybe they'll continue getting some of those exclusives. Grew up with the National Treasure movies, so I love those. Wouldn't mind those on 4K. Yeah, those are really good. And I did not hear that they were thinking about making a third one. Did I watch Peanut Butter Falcon? Yes, I sure did. I kind of like that movie as well. But I like Face Off, man. That's total cheese as far as action flicks, man. How could you not like Face Off? I ended up getting the 4K of that from Kino that just came out. You have to watch that. I remember Mid-Level Media opening his 4K of that, and it had 2 Blu-rays in it, I think. I don't think I got a lot of my Nick Cage movies up here. I got a handful of them. Yeah, I saw that that's coming out. That's a pretty good movie. Yep, she wasn't. The whole cat bullshit where they eat all the people, that's garbage. The villain is very weak. It would have done better if it had a better villain in it. Snake Eyes isn't bad. I got some Nick Cage movies right here. Knowing, that was a little weak. Kino is releasing Duck You Suckers. Love that one. Duck You Suckers. I don't refresh my memory. What is that? Is Shudder worth having? I love Shudder. Yes, it is worth having right now. Next is good. I love Next. That is a very underrated movie. I love Julianne Moore, and I like Nicolas Cage. Jessica Biel's not that great. The Rock, which is, to me, I always thought of this as in James Bond has been in prison and wants to break out. Con Air. We need a sequel to Con Air. And Gone in 60 Seconds. Gone in 60 Seconds isn't as good as the original Gone in 60 Seconds, but it's pretty damn good for a popcorn flick. I've got more Nicolas Cage ones, but they're not up here in my main movie room. These are the ones I've watched periodically. Any of his other ones that I don't watch very often. I'll tell you another movie that was right here with it that I recommend. Have you guys seen this movie? Payback with Mel Gibson? If you have, you need to watch the theatrical cut and not just the director's cut. The theatrical cut is 10 times better. Mandy was not bad. It was full on Nick Cage just acting crazy as hell. I love Captain Marvel. He's excited for the Marvels, but it wasn't. Just wasn't. I didn't like Captain Marvel as much. I thought it was kind of cheesy. I liked it better than Captain Marvel. I'm interested in seeing Abigail when it comes out. Also, did you see the trailer for Sting? Yeah, I watched the trailer for Sting last night. It looks pretty good. I have to look that up. I don't remember that one. Duck, You Sucker. I think I've got that on DVD. Who plays in that? It's not Lee Marvin, is it? I've got the DVD of it, the special edition. Now that you say that, I know what that is. James Coburn, that's who I was thinking of. Yeah, so I've only got that on DVD. Rod Steiger plays in that. That's in your top 3? Oh, I have to check that out. What's your other 2? I remember when I watched it. Damn, that shit came out the year I was born. A low-life bandit and his IRA explosive expert rebel against the government and become heroes of the Mexican Revolution. I know I'll love it. Taking on the only film is heavy though. Got to prepare myself. That's true. The Color of Space, is it good? I liked it. I thought it was pretty good. It's a Lovecraft movie. So if you don't like H.P. Lovecraft stuff, you're not going to like it. But if you like H.P. Lovecraft stuff, you'll probably like it. Fistful of Dynamite might be what I remember knowing it as a time. Because I remember buying the DVD and realizing that I had seen it under that title. I don't know how we started talking about Nick Cage. But I want to see that. What was that movie that Long Legs that he's in? Have you seen the Have you guys seen the trailer for that? Is that the name of it? Long Legs. Yeah, it's got Maika Monroe in it from It Follows and Nicolas Cage. Watch the trailer for that. That looks fucked up. It's kind of got a vibe of the Zodiac killer type of stuff. The Marvel is free to stream now, and if you have Disney Plus, well, that's an oxymoron, right? It's free to stream. It's free if you have Disney Plus, which you have to pay for. They didn't even show enough of Cage in that trailer. Well, he's in there. He's hidden, man. Number one, he's in at least 2 or 3 flashes that you see, and then he's at the end. I think that's him where you hear talking. But I don't think they want you to see him. That's the point. I like Maker Monroe, man. She's a really good actress. She's good in It Follows. I'm wondering, is she going to be in They Follow, which is the sequel slash, somebody said it might be a prequel. If it's a prequel, I don't know how she would be in it because she looks older now. But she's excellent in that movie, The Watcher. Talking about, somebody was asking about Shudder. There's a ton of movies on there. The Watcher is on there with her. You should watch it for that. Yeah, he's got his hands over his face. I think there's another scene in it too. You see him if you pause it long enough. Because I was talking to Gator McCluskey about that, and he was saying, "Where the fuck is Nicolas Cage at?" I think Mel Gibson is overrated. Don't like him either. I don't like most of his movies. I really love him in the theatrical cut of that one I just showed you. What the fuck was it called? Payback. Love him in that Payback. More like long hands. Uh, like you were going back. I don't like a ton of Mel Gibson movies. Like when he was in Lethal Weapon and then started being in everything. I didn't like most of the movies he was in, but I think he's really good. And the second Lethal Weapon movie I love more than the other ones. I just think it's so much better than any of the other ones in the series. But he's good in that Payback. Yeah, Passion of the Christ is good. He directed that. He's making a second one of those. I just don't like the revenge movies that aren't actually horror movies like Friday the 13th. The gray. Yeah, it's got it's I went yeah, a little gray. It's more like a bluish tint to it. It's like a noir, but the plot is totally different um in the two versions. I like both of them. They're literally two different type style movies. They're two the ending is totally different. There's jokes that are cut out of one. One is more of him being a smart ass. The other one is him. You're gonna have a hard time. I forget which version of it is. One of them, he is just a mean person, like a killer. Um, the so his personality is different in both of them. It was where the director got pushed out. Was it like halfway through the movie or something? The studio wanted him to make it one way. He wanted to make it another. So like he got to come back and do the director's cut the way he wanted. They're two totally separate movies. I think it's worth watching both of them. Yeah, we do need Young Frankenstein on 4K. A good black and white movie that's restored properly looks great in 4K. I only like Mad Max, The Road Warrior, and Lethal Weapon 1 for Gibson. The rest, like I said, I like Lethal Weapon 2 more than I like Lethal Weapon 1. I don't know why. Um, I think the dynamic between the two of them is better. I just love Lethal Weapon 2 has got one of the greatest opening scenes in action movie history as far as it just comes right out of the gate, hits you in the face. And I just love the beginning of that movie. And I'm gonna make myself a note. Best favorite movie openings, like opening scenes. Um, Lethal Weapon 2. That movie fucking rules, man. The beginning of that. Plus, it's got uh, the scene where he blows up on the toilet. And if you guys watched my Christmas Vacation um, video where I was pointing out facts about it, the house where um, Mel Gibson and him blew up the toilet out of the house or whatever was the house that was next door to where the Griswolds live on the Warner Brothers lot. I was tempted to buy the Exorcist Believer limited edition 4K set from Walmart, but it's like 80. Nah, I mean, I got the 4K from Best Buy, and that's good enough for me. That movie is not that good. You like Sherry Moon Zombie's Coat? Yeah, we're literally like fucking watching Lords of Salem, and while we're not really watching it, we're gonna have to go back and watch this movie. I'm telling you, later. This movie is good. The ending is a little fucked up for most mainstream movie viewers, but the everything leading up to that is like excellent. I love it. I like that jacket, that coat too. You got good taste there. Mad Max was okay. The first Mad Max, um, I think when it was originally made, didn't they dub over his voice? because his Australian accent was so thick. I don't know if is that the way that's released. I'll actually admit I was not a huge fan of um, the Road Warrior. I like it, but I didn't like it as much as Mad Max, and I don't like Thunderdome at all. I ended up buying that 4K steelbook. Was it of Thunderdome? And I didn't like it, man. After I watched it, yeah, I've already pre-ordered the. I should have waited, but I've already pre-ordered the third one alone because I already own the other ones. I can't get them. I can't reach them. I already got the other two individually on 4K, so I only need the third one. They're doing the what's Furiosa movie? The character from Mad Max Fury. Oh, that's true. I remember reading about that. Um, yeah, Beverly Hills Cop 3, I think gets a little bit too much hate. I think the movie is better than most people give it credit for. I kind of like Beverly Hills Cop 3. It's like it's too toned down to be Axel Foley, but as far as just a regular action comedy, it's not half bad. Do you watch ever Always Sunny in Philadelphia? They made it a Lethal Weapon 5 and 6 in a few episodes. No, I don't. I never got into that. I wasn't what's that main guy that's in that show? I'll think of it as Charlie Day. I never was a big fan of his. I just can't stand his whiny fucking personality. He's good when he's in Horrible Bosses because he plays off the other two, and I really like Jason Bateman and Jason Sudeikis. Um, I can't stand him. So I never really got into that show. So but I didn't know they did that. They made a Lethal Weapon 5 and 6 in a few episodes. I've checked that out. Is that streaming on anything? DeVito's okay. He's the only part in it I liked. I don't know why I could never got it never clicked with me. Never liked that show. It used to come on after something else I watched on FX. I can't remember what it was. Was it what was the fireman show with Dennis Leary? Someone told me I should be baby for Halloween or cosplay, but I'm not that skinny. What the fuck difference does that make? I mean, you could I saw you in your what you call it? What was the picture you showed me? I can't even remember now. Harley Quinn? You'd rock that. You'd be good as baby. There's no, she is like skin and bones, man. She needs to eat a fucking cheeseburger or two. I think yeah, you'd look great in that, man. Depends on which version are you gonna be. There's that Jesus photo, man. Yeah, I know she would. I need to talking about somebody being skinny. I'm fat as hell. I need to lose some weight. I'm exiting out of this movie because I'm gonna get off here. Um, because I don't want to watch it. Couldn't ruin it because I want it to be fresh a little bit because I want to watch it again. Zach and Mary make a porno. We should watch that one day. I love we need to watch a comedy or something every once in a while. What's some good comedies on here? It says leaving soon. When is that leaving? Does it say? It doesn't say. It says just leaving soon. Zach and Mary makes porno is fucking excellent. I love it. We need to watch Carousel 3. We need to watch the remake of I Spit on Your Grave. That's on here. We didn't watch that, did we? Return of the Living Dead. We need to watch that. What else is on here? Did we watch Jeepers Creepers? I sent you a design. The Naked Gun, always funny. Yeah. Is Airplane on here? There's a horror movie called Would You Rather that I like. We need to watch that. We watched the first Terrifier. Is the second one on here? Sinister, is that on here? I love Sinister. Cabin Fever. Which Cabin Fever is that? If that was the original, that would be good. Oh, I know what I mean. Here's a movie we're watching right fucking here. I didn't know this was on here. Girl House. We're watching Girl House. Leprechaun shirt. It would take a while to do the hair though. Lots of spirals and curls. Or you could go out yourself. You could get a wig. Do you have curly hair, long hair, straight hair? We need to watch Girl House. If you guys haven't read about that, you see that movie is excellent. I've chatted with the girl that stars in it on Facebook a little bit. What did you send me, Doug? You just like it because the chick's wearing the shirt. We need to. Is any of the Leprechaun movies on here? Doug, did you do any more karaoke? How about Revenge of the Nerds? We got Bush. Yeah, that was one of the ones I was telling you. Do I think that they could make those movies now, or is cancel culture out there to where they wouldn't allow people to release those movies in theater? Would they be too raunchy? So I got to dip for a bit. Thanks for having me. Appreciate you. Appreciate you coming by. It's great to see you again. Yeah, I'm getting ready to get off here again myself. Thanks. You no problem. You'd awesome. It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. Don't worry about what anybody else thinks. I did karaoke last night, but I only recorded for Jeff Man. Next time you do it, record another one and I'll bring it on here and I'll play it. We've been on here for 2.5 hours, folks. I got to get up anyway to go to the restroom. So I think I'm going to drop off here in a second. Long and straight, but it's already blonde at least. Yeah. So I figured I thought you were blonde. So yeah, worst case though, you could get you a cheap wig. Have you guys been seeing these things pop up on your ads for styling online where it's one of these boxes that's got 5 to 8 items in it? They pestering me on every social media platform wanting me to buy one of those things. You're back. Medicated movie reviews. I'm gonna have to get off here anyway here in a few minutes. So I was talking to Cody, who was on here earlier, and I was asking him, I say, I don't get a lot of plays on my movie reviews. Most of the stuff I do is unboxings and hunts, get most of my reviews, but I like to do reviews every, I can't speak. I like to do some reviews every once in a while. He thought maybe I should do some reviews for, um, like independent horror movies or just some of the cheesy stuff that I buy and not mainstream. And maybe because there's so many people doing mainstream reviews that I might would catch on if I did some of the bizarro stuff. Speaking of Bizarro Supergirl, the off the wall stuff, the um the independent stuff. What do you guys think of that? Good night, Jeff and everybody. Appreciate you coming by. I was wondering what one what looks like. Baby with a body. Oh my god, oh, I'm going to tell your wife. Thanks, sweetie. Because it looks like fake almost. What are you talking about? My wife doesn't care what I say. My wife trusts me, so you don't have to worry about that. I really appreciate you coming on here, Bizarro. You class up the joint. Um, now I know somebody that got one, so I know it's not fake. They've got a bunch of different movies one, and also they're affiliated with Amazon. If you have Amazon Prime, you can use them to ship it. So I don't think Amazon would be affiliated with it if it was fake. So, but I saw somebody unboxing one on YouTube, so I know they're real. They've got a Terrifier one that I'm thinking about getting because I figured that would be something different and I can unbox it on the channel. So I'm getting ready to get off here, folks. But during this week coming up, watch. How was theirs? Well, the one I watched was okay. It was like just little like it was like a throw. It was a shirt, I think, in one. I don't think it was like action figures or anything, but every one of them seems to have something different in it. But either way, so I might try one. But coming up on the channel, I'm unboxing my Bam horror autograph, and it's going to be a full on rant with that one. I've got another rant video I'm getting ready to do. I think I'm going to unbox that Willy's Wonderland stuff. I think this week. I got that mystery box subscription that came from Amazon. I got the next one of those to do a recording of. So I got a bunch of videos coming out this week. So you guys support me if you will. Bizarro is the cat's meow. Man, that is like an old saying there. She knows we love her a lot. I really appreciate her when she comes on here. Love the content, man. See you for the next one. And I really appreciate you coming by. Anybody, like I said, that make sure you dropped a like on the video. I know everybody was. Oh, you was talking to C and H. Okay. Have a nice night, everybody. Yeah, I appreciate all you guys. I'm going to close it out now. This has been JEFFMAN316 Live. Let's Talk Movies. We were watching Rob Zombie's 31. So if you missed it, go back and watch it after it posts. We had some pretty fun. We did watch a lot of the movie this time. It looks like we're going to probably watch 3 from Hell next week, and then we'll see where we go from there. I want to watch Lords of Salem, Girl House. I want to watch. So we got a lot of good stuff we can watch. Bizarro Supergirl came by tonight. We really appreciate her coming back. He said I was a baby with a body. Well, that's true though. I mean, she's a stick. You would look much better than her probably in that outfit. So, um, yeah, good night to all you guys. I really appreciate you. If nothing else, even if you don't want to watch my other videos, like Doug doesn't like watching any of my hunts, start it and give a like on it. If nothing else, it'll help the algorithm. So any of you guys that support me do all that stuff. So I really love you guys. Like I said, we're gonna probably watch 3 from Hell next week, so that'll be good. I'm gonna go ahead and close it out by saying everything that I normally do. Like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that normal YouTube stuff. Support me any way you can on any video that you can. I really appreciate anybody that puts the time and effort into watching one of my movies. I was being playful. You'd be a good Catwoman. Yeah, cat's meow. Look that up, man. That is a really old saying. So on that note, we're getting ready to get out of here. Yeah, good night. See you, everybody. Until next time, boys and girls, this has been JEFFMAN316. As always, I'm your pop culture reporter. I'm signing out saying you guys be safe out there.
Mr. Mayor, Chief, ladies and gentlemen.